Hey guys, MSG retired here. Happy New Year. I'm fired up for 2023. And I'll tell you why. Because Friday International has come through again, provided me some screenshots in regards to some tangible items that could be used as evidence. Actually, being third party, it gives enough information for someone who has any investigative knowledge within law enforcement in Florida to go ahead and get the information they need from the source to use as evidence as a violation of Florida Statute 817312. You're asking me what 817312 is. Well, let's take a look at it, and then I'm going to point out some of the evidence. So, here we go. Florida Statutes 817312. A person may not misrepresent himself or herself as a member or veteran of the United States Air Force, United States Army, United States Coast Guard, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, United States Space Force, or National Guard. Or, one, that's all inclusive. All they have to do to violate this is misrepresent himself or herself as a member or veteran. Really? What do we see right here? We see Dewitte in an Army uniform. We have multiple videos of him claiming to have been U.S. Army Special Forces, Major, jumped to Fallujah, all of that. We've got all of that. That meets the requirements of 817312-1. It does. He is misrepresenting himself, therefore he is in violation. Go back and look at it. Number two, wear the uniform of or any medal or insignia authorized for use by members or veterans of the United States Air Force, United States Army, United States Coast Guard, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, or the National Guard, and I'm sure the Space Force is included with that, which he or she is not authorized to wear while, now here's where it gets a little bit different, soliciting for charitable contributions or for the purpose of material gains, that would be money, property, or tangible benefit, including but not limited to obtaining employment or public office resulting in receiving compensation. Okay, it does not prohibit persons in the theatrical profession from doing it while engaged in such profession. And a person who violates subsection 1, which this is all part of subsection 1, commits a felony of the third degree. Hello, Florida law enforcement, felony in the third degree, habitual felony offender, yet again, committing another felony, and nobody wants to look at it. All of this information has been fired off to news media, and somebody needs to get to the bottom of it as to why they're not looking at this. And I'm getting, my blood pressure's getting up today, but I'm fired up for 2023. I'm going to keep after this shit. Friday sent me some more stuff. Let's take a quick peek-see. U.S. Army Department employees, AT&T wireless account 523210367096, receiving a 15% off the monthly service charge of qualified wireless plans, including AT&T 4 gigabyte plan. Okay, I see that. Welcome back, Jeremy. See your military veterans and families offers. See profile, Link all your AT&T accounts to one ID, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, what else have we got? Wireless account. 523210367096. You're the primary account holder. The account email, metrostatevpu@gmail.com. Whose email is that? Hi, Jeremy, U.S. Army member. Really? This just boggles the mind. This completely boggles my mind, and it's getting me pissed off. So, not only do we have evidence of him misrepresenting himself as a military member, U.S. Army specific, with Jack Wagon wearing this uniform with all those ribbons, with that smug grin on his face, knowing that he's full of shit. And then material gains. 15% discount on his AT&T bill. Friday, again, thank you for sending me that. I knew it was out there. I had no idea where I had seen it, but thank you for sending that to me. Listen, all you people that live in Florida, contact your local representatives and say, why is someone getting away with a felony of the 3rd degree, even though he's, they're locking him up on this other stuff, but this whole stolen valor and misrepresentation of himself being a veteran is being just ignored completely. And like I said, there's tons of videos out there with him coming out of his own mouth stating that he was in the military. 12 or 14 years, depending on which version you want to believe. He was a major in Special Forces and started out in 3rd Battalion Rangers, and he was at Benning, then he was at Bragg. Reach out to him. I want to know why nobody even wants to look at this. It's really aggravating. And it's really a disservice to all the veterans out there who actually signed on the dotted line. They signed that blank check to the U.S. Army, to the U.S. Navy, to any military service. It just aggravates me. And I know everybody's saying, oh, you're so fixated on Jeremy Dewitte. No, I'm not. He's just one of the biggest lying sacks of shit I know right now, and he's never been called out on it. And he's never been out of jail long enough for me to actually try and get in contact with him. I tried calling him once before. I got hung up on once they found out who I was. So, and I don't even know if he was in the office. I talked to one of the boobs that was working for him. And, yeah, he had a bunch of boobs working for him, there's no doubt. So, anyway, reach out. I've already reached out to the news media outlets in the area. Trying to gain some traction on this, trying to get this out in the open, and I would love to see him charged with this. There's plenty of evidence. All it's going to take is one of the law enforcement officials down there to actually do their job, do the investigation. It's going to be really simple. Call AT&T. If you need to, you can subpoena the records for that account number. Find out that he was receiving a military discount based on his claim of being a veteran, and charge him with it. And let's get this over with. Really. I got a lot more stuff coming up too. I mean, there's just so much for me to do right now, and I haven't had a lot of time to do it. I'm still following up on Kavanaugh. She's a real piece of work up in Rhode Island. She's the one that created the entire phony Marine Corps career as a staff sergeant, Purple Heart recipient. She had cancer, all this other stuff, all while she was working at the VA and stealing these records. We're waiting on her sentencing. It got pushed off to the end of January. I'm going to be following that. Also, I'm going to be taking a look at the VA, Office of the Inspector General, they've had a lot of cases where they've been prosecuting people for false claims, not only false claims, embellishing those claims to where they could get 100% disability, but yet they're out there doing bodybuilding or working full-time construction jobs or doing all this other stuff. And there's a bunch of those I want to bring to the forefront as well. Office of the Inspector General, or OIG with the VA, they do a great job once they can get their fingers on something and dig into it, and it usually ends up with a prosecution, a conviction, and however, they're probably never going to get even a fraction of the money back that's been spent on some of these turds, but now it is what it is. So, again, Happy New Year. I'll be bringing you lots of content this year. I got a lot of things going on. I got about 10 months till I retire from my job. Then I'll tell you what I do, and we'll go from there. So if you like the content, hey, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. A thumbs up helps the algorithm. If you're out there riding on twos, shiny side up, rubber side down, don't forget, go to the 388 Racing page on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel. I'm actually driving to Atlanta tomorrow to go pick up the new race bike, and I'm going to have a whole series of videos on building my Aprilia RS660 into a race bike. And as always, make sure you have yourself a great day.